Infinite trading method part 45. We have our EUR/USD pair. We're gonna buy or sell at the last 5 seconds of the purchase headline. Candle time set to 5 seconds. Both indicators RSI and the CCI. If they're up, you buy. If they're down, you sell. Alright, we wait until the last 5 seconds of the purchase deadline to make a trade, and then we sell here for $2. And then if 2 loses, we do 4. Alright.
Don't waste their time explaining to Right now, I'm working on a quarter that's going to reveal itself in 2021 sometime. And that's what you need to be doing.
Yes,
you need
it's
to be
gonna win.
sort of, 2 or 3 years in advance. And if you are, and then why
You
do I
should
need to
make it
make
this
100
10 years
decisions
in
a day?
advance.
If I make like 3 good decisions a day, that's enough. And they should just be as high quality as I can make them.
So
Warren Buffett says
you go
it's
down
good
to
if you make 3
2.
good decisions a year. Right now, I'm working. Being born and bred in the ghetto is a blessing. Here are 3 mindsets that you need to adopt.
So the last 5 seconds of the purchase deadline, if RSI and CCI are above or under the halfway line, that's what we do. We buy or sell.
Be all about that positivity. Nothing is the here are 3.
So we do that and we wait. Yeah.
Here are 3 mindsets that you need to adopt if you're an entrepreneur. Don't be afraid to color outside the line. The people that change the world don't do it by following the rules. Be all about that positivity. Nothing is the end. It's only an obstacle. Remember that the glass is always half full. Believe in abundance. Glass half full. There's always another glass when I'm done. Here are 3 mindsets that you need to adopt if you're an entrepreneur. Don't be afraid to color outside the line. The people that change the world. Here are 3 mindsets that you need to adopt if you're an entrepreneur.
The last 5 seconds of the purchase deadline and then we trade, right? So you see that 2 loss, we do 4. 4 is $2.81, right? And we will win here if we sell here for 4. Even if it doesn't win, we do 9. 9 will give you back enough profit also. Nice, very nice. So we do 2 and we go back down to 2 and we wait.
Bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right?
Wrong.
When the world turns its back on you,
You
you
turn
turn your
back
back
on
on
the
the
world.
world. So as it turns out, glutes, hip flexors, hamstrings, all that good stuff, it's all connected. And for years, I asked life, why are you so difficult? Life smiled and said, people don't appreciate easy things. I miss you already.
This is actually very easy.
Damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. The world Peter Pan just cast up. What you think is stopping me? I'ma be what I set out to be. Without a doubt, I'm tired of being all those who look down on me and tearing down your path. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. The world Peter Pan just cast up. What you think is stopping me? I'm smile. Know your heart is aching.
Smile.
Even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky.
So we buy here for 4. So it's like smile through all experiences, regardless of what they are. And what that would do for you is not just, oh, you're being happy in sad times, but it literally rewires your mind. So you're sad and you're smiling, you're telling your mind that you're happy. So your mind is going to look for happy moments and it's going to make you happier. Right? So understand that you only have one life. and the past is in the past, and whatever happened previously. You cannot go back and change it. So the best thing to do is just let go of it and focus on the now. And if you make yourself feel good in the now, then you would make yourself feel good in the future, right? It's like cause and effect. Everything has a cause and effect. So smile.
From 0 to 1 million, play at the casino, day 20. Today's starting bankroll is $22.95.
So we buy here for 2,
All right, I'm in my sixth
move up to
progression.
4, and we
$79 bet. Took me down to 21.57.
A lot of people who are frustrated in life, they're not the ones that's praying. If you're praying every day, what you're doing is you have to allow space for the universe or God or whatever it is that you call it to run its course. And people who are frustrated, they're more mad that they can't have the whole thing in their control. That's why, like, prayer is super important. And it's a
that's another dub for me. This is Infinite Children Method, and I'll be just watching videos on Insta and.
People want you to get out the way because you're making too much noise. Talk that talk, George. People want you to get out the way because you're making too much noise.
So yeah, last 5 seconds of the purchase deadline. If it's up, you buy. If it's down, you sell, and you just follow through, right? So we buy here for 2.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurt inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments.
Understand who you are.
Each of us lives dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness. All that is what we call reality. However, both knowledge and awareness are equivocal. One's reality might be another's illusion. We all live inside our own fantasies.
So another dub, we go back
You're
down
the
to
only
2.
person who can really label what you do a failure. Success is not a destination, not a place where you arrive one day. Instead, it is the journey you take.
Hey kid, you gonna do it?
Yes, I am.
And as long as you start making those steps, you are successful.
You succeed comes from what you do day to day.
Exactly.
Failure works the same way. It's not some place you arrive. It's how you deal with life along the way. Truly, no one can conclude that he's failed until he breathes his last breath. Until then, he's still in process. And the jury is still out.
We go back down to 2 and we trade. We just continue doing this over and over and over.
Lives dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness. All that is what we call.
If you accept as a proposition that we don't really understand the meaning of life and we wish to understand the meaning of life, then in order to understand the meaning of life, we should expand consciousness such that we can ask better questions, learn more, expand beyond the solar system, ensure that life on Earth is good collectively for civilization, and then we can be less dumb about the nature of the universe, and maybe we can answer some questions about where this all came from and where it's going. I think that's a sound philosophy. It's the least unsound philosophy I can think of.
Yeah, the more we know.
Accept as a proposition that
knowledge.
There's a point.
Knowledge is what would drive us beyond the path. The more we know is the more we can do, and if we don't know, then we cannot do. Yeah, so we would have to find a way to get humans to know as much as they can in a short space of time. Like how would the computers be just getting information? So I guess Neuralink is ultimately a good thing to boost human intelligence to the point where we know without having to think we know. We know, and it's just there. Everything is just right there. We could just get it all the time. We just get it. Just get it. Right? And Neuralink shouldn't work in a way like Google where it has all the information, because that would take away from the potential of humanity where we depend on Neuralink to be geniuses. So if Neuralink is taken away, we should make it in a way that it helps us get more information and get it faster and retain the information faster. It kind of boosts the brain in a sense. So if 1, 2 is 6, if 6 wins, if 9 wins, I mean, we would get back $2.57, which is good.
There's a point, 7,000 RPM, where everything fades. The machine
So we sell here for 9 and then we up to 19. 19 will give you 18.10. 9 and 1, that's 15. 9 for 1, 2, that's 15. So 18.10 is 15, 16, 17, 18. $3.10.
Here's how you're going to start building generational wealth for your family using life insurance. Step number 1 is establish a trust. This trust is Hey, what's up, y'all? Here's how you're going to start building. Hey, what's up, y'all? This song got to play for you, man. You're going to have events in your life. You're going to have moments in your life where you're going to expect people to be there for you, or you're going to want people to come through, support you. But sometimes people might not show up. But you got to be 100% okay with everyone who do come, everyone who do show up for you at whatever point in your life, and then for everybody who don't. At the end of what kind of guy?
Handsome,
powerful man goes
one
of 2 ways. You either want a woman who doesn't challenge you at all, or you want one who challenges you all the time.
I'm sorry, I stopped listening once you went into the powerful.
Powerful man goes one of 2 ways. You either
we
want a
sell
woman
here
who
for
doesn't challenge you at all, or
2.
you want one who challenges you.
Got me in mind of some of the time people just see how we do things I want it, you know. He's God over time. He said, what are you going to do when I take time out of the equation? And God said, I
Everything.
begin to release a season on you I call a suddenly season. God said, you might as well get ready because anything can happen, and a suddenly season is getting ready to hit you. God said, that means I'm going to reach down and pull time out of the equation, and what used to take 10 years is going to take about 10 days.
Yes,
See, some
sir.
of you wouldn't know what to do if God just said, I'm going to take time out of it.
4.
See, you come to a place in your life where it's
4
nothing
would give you
can't
back
get
a
through
dollar and
it. It's that
81
you
cents.
don't have
181.
time to keep fooling with it. You can climb the mountain, but it takes too much time to climb it. You can walk around it, but it takes too much time to walk around it. So God said, I just want you to speak to the mountain and tell it to move because I'm getting ready to take time out of the equation.
So we buy here for
Somebody
4.
shout a little bit in here.
5 Increasingly Painful Truths that will drastically improve your life. Part 10. It's harsh, so scroll on if you're not ready to hear it. 1. Watching productivity videos and listening to endless podcasts is not getting you anywhere. It may feel like you're learning, but you're not moving the needle. Stop consuming and focus on execution. 2. People who are less qualified and
Bro, shut up, bro.
are getting further ahead every single day because they're building up experience where the real learning takes place. 3. Your lack of consistency will be why you're stuck in the same place this time next year. Consistency comes from discipline, and discipline is like a muscle. Build it up over time. 4. People don't want to hear about the big ideas you have that you never take action on. You have the ability to figure out a path forward. 5. No one is going to make anything happen for you, and it will only get worse every time you put it off until tomorrow. Take responsibility, get help if you need, and take action. 5 Increasingly Painful Truths that will drastically improve your life. Part 10.
We buy here for
Want something bad enough it'll happen? That's not true. That's not true. Stop listening to stuff. If you want something bad enough, it'll happen. Who told you that? You know how many times you really
You know
want
what?
something and it never happened?
I'm gonna trade this video
You
for
have to pursue your God-given gift.
as long as I
God
can.
gave all of you a gift at birth.
Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. So the question is, who should you defeat in the final analysis? And the answer is, you should defeat your former self, because you're the one who's had all your advantages and disadvantages. And so if you want to compete fairly with someone, then you should be competing with you. Compare yourself to...
Good indicators are down, we sell.
I give everyone a toothpick, and they go outside the room in the real world, and they have 30 minutes to start trading up. And what does that mean? You start going up to people and saying, hey, what will you give me in exchange for this toothpick? Okay, you can't accept cash. It has to be something. You can't say it's a challenge. You can just talk about how awesome the toothpick is. Say someone's like, oh, here's a piece of tissue. Great, now you take the tissue, go up to the next person. What will you give me for this tissue? You have 30 minutes, come back, show us what you got.
and people are amazed how they go from like a toothpick to some people came back with like a full pizza. Someone got a vase that was like 70, 80 bucks, like 30 minutes. It's like, yo, you went from that in 30 minutes to let's just say a pizza. What could you go in terms of your life where you are right now with what you have, the skills, so on and so forth, if you could go from a toothpick to that? All of you here, you have possibilities around you. You're just not seeing them. There's a ton. I give everyone a toothpick, and they go outside the room in the real world, and they have 30 minutes to start trading up. And what does that mean? You start going up to people and saying, hey, what will you give me in exchange for this toothpick? Okay, you can't accept cash. It has to be something. You can't say it's a challenge. You can just talk about how awesome the toothpick is. Say someone's like, oh, here's a piece of tissue. Great. Now you take the tissue, go up to the next person. What will you give me for this tissue? You have 30 minutes. Come back. Show us what you got. And keep
Passion, action, noble intention creates progress. Passion, action, noble intention. So I heard a great quote from Matthews Matt. Why business?
Yeah, we sell here still. We got it. We got it right there, bro. But we up to 4 and we wait.
Each of us lives dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness. All that is what we call reality.
That was nice. That's the truth.
Both knowledge and awareness are equivocal. One's reality might be another's illusion. We all live inside our own fantasies. You are the only person who can really...
So you wait until the last 5 seconds of the purchase deadline and we buy here for $2. Interesting. Is it not time to work?
What's your advice? What's your advice to entrepreneurs out there looking to make a life for themselves with business?
Get ready to...
What? So yeah, is infinite trading method part 45. The Wi-Fi is starting to bug. So, well, I mean, we still have a trade in the oven, so options trade right here. Boom, boom. Infinite trading method part 45. GG.